Brothers in arms, brothers in arms, brothers in arms, brothers in arms. 307 reacts, brothers in arms. With
Welcome
that,
back
we will see you guys next time.
to 307 reacts.
Oh,
Me and Matt are here. Okay, I'm Chris. This
Here we
is
are.
Matt. We are brothers in arms. I mean, we're brothers with arms, so you know.
what are we watching today,
Yeah.
Chris?
So shouts out to Home Free. Why don't you
Yeah.
tell them about your experience? I was in Vegas, so
So you also were having a great experience. But
yeah.
we were in different worlds. November 2nd, which was, a while ago when you guys are seeing this, Home Free played a show in Cheyenne at the Civic Center. And me and Doobie got the gracious invitation from Adam Rupp, actually. Reached out to us on Instagram and offered us tickets for the show. So we went to the show. We were third row from the stage. It was an amazing night. And then somehow afterwards, and you guys can go check my Instagram. It's on there.
by the way, before we get to that part, okay, tell them about our one.
Hang on.
Jesus Christ, this cat's just ruining every scene.
Get a black cat, they said.
So tell them about our wonderful fans that you guys met at the show.
Oh, yeah. So, upon my arrival at the show, we went to Will Call, got the tickets, and we're walking in. I cleared the threshold of the door. And now, I'm not going to remember your names, okay? I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names. I can't even remember half the people
We know
who
you
watching
guys
on
are
the
going to
show.
see this,
And
but
so I know you're going to watch this. I'm sorry if I can't recall your names, okay? Right as I walk through the threshold, right as we pass through the door, I hear, "Hey, Matt." And I'm wearing my backwards hat and my 307 Reacts t-shirt, but it's still a weird thing.
Right.
And I was greeted by one of you guys. Again, I'm sorry, I don't remember your names. I'm really sorry. I'm terrible with that shit. But right off the bat, and we had a good conversation, told me where you were going to be sitting, things like that. And then we're kind of walked our way a little bit through the foyer. We got 15 yards down, and I hear, "Hey, Matt." And here's another person. I'm like, "Hey, who are you?" And
Right.
it happened to be Wendy,
Yes,
who
Wendy
was
is
the
her
one
name.
that initially offered us the VIP ticket and things like that. We weren't able to go that route because of the tickets that we were offered from Adam Rupp, but I
Yeah.
did end up getting a signed poster, CD from them, like a canvas bag,
she either had VIP tickets or something. I don't know because I wasn't there, but she hooked us up,
Big
which
time.
was super
Big time.
sick. Because even if we did have VIP tickets, you guys wouldn't have been able to make it in time for the
Yeah,
VIP.
we wouldn't have been able
So-
to get down there in time. So,
Yeah.
and that was part of the reason why we couldn't do it. Also,
Yeah.
her and her friend are like home fries. They go
Hardcore.
all
They go
over
hard,
her
bro.
friend that was initially supposed to come up with here, unfortunately, life happens. That's as far as I want to go with that. But her friend was supposed to make it up here to actually see the concert, and they follow them all the way around.
Oh,
They were
really?
going to the stop after that, I think, was in Ogden, and then they were coming back down to Colorado, and then they were circling back up, and then they were going back across to Tennessee for a few days.
Jesus.
These ladies were going everywhere.
Yeah.
And they had UVIP for every stop.
That's
part
sick.
that's part of the reason I got the stuff, because she
Yeah.
was like, "I have their
So
autographs
much
and I
stuff.
have all
Yeah.
this stuff, so I don't really need."
Yeah.
And I was
so
just like,
shouts out to Wendy. We
"Thank you, Wendy.
appreciate
That was
man.
absolutely amazing." Anyways, you guys have been requesting
So,
over and over and over. Oh yeah. Oh,
After the show.
after the show, we're still going. I'm sorry. Welcome to the 307 podcast.
Yes.
After the show, they play their last song. Their set was absolutely amazing. We're gonna react to some of their stuff. I got GoPro footage of it. But they're all walking off stage, and I had taken some screenshots and tagged them on my Instagram. Tagged Adam Rupp and a couple of them. And as they're walking off stage, the house lights come on. Everybody's chatting and whatever, kind of making their way out. Well, my phone vibrates, and I get a message on Instagram from Adam Rupp. Seriously, 2 minutes after they walk off stage, my phone vibrates. And he's like, "Hey, man, thank you guys so much for coming. If you're not in a hurry to head back to Casper, I'm down to catch a drink." And so I just looked at Doobie like, "Doobie, you want to go get a drink with Adam Rupp?"
He's like,
And Doobie was like, yes, we do." So we actually ended up at a bar with Adam Rupp sitting down. He was drinking a Long Island. I had a PBR, I think, and we bullshitted about everything, man. He was really humble and just super, super honest and down to earth. He remembered things about our channel from watching our videos and stuff. Completely humbling.
just mind blowing.
Just the most humbling experience. So,
Yeah.
end of the night, we actually met up with Adam Rupp, Adam Chance, and their opening act. They're called Texas Hill. I think that's what their name was, Texas
okay.
Hill. Look them up on Instagram, Texas Hill Official. You'll see them. They're the lead. Well, one of the singers from that band won. I can't remember what season. What's this one season of The Voice.
Yeah.
So we're just hanging out in the bar with a couple members of Home Free and the winner of The Voice, on a whim. Like,
Adam, I hope you come across this, bro.
Whew.
I'm sorry I couldn't make it there, but like,
woo, it was amazing,
dude,
man.
that's sick. So tell them about the bartender too. That
yeah,
shit was great.
end of the night, they're getting ready to close their tabs down and everything, and they're all standing around, and I walk up to the bar to close my tab, and the girl's talking to me, and I'm like, they're down at the end of the bar, and I'm like, do you guys know who those guys are? And both the bartender and the bar back are just kind of like, no, no idea. And I was just like, well, those guys are in an a cappella group, like a wildly famous, millions of followers.
Now let me stop you right there. A lot of people who don't know this world
They're
of
like, what's
acapella are like.
So I did say that. I was like,
perfect,
I was like, they're in a vocal group, like an a cappella group, and they're like wildly famous. And then I was like, they have multiple millions of followers on YouTube.
Yeah,
and the bartender literally just kind of like, a what? Really? And I'm like, yeah. Like they're famous dudes. Like, those are actors. And then and then the
other guy,
the
over
singer
there?
from Texas Hill, standing on the other side, and I'm like, that guy won The Voice. So, like, you're literally serving celebrities right now. And both the bartender and the bar back, all of a sudden, at the end of the night, too, you know, they hung out the whole time, and then all of a sudden they're just like, you can see the realization set in, like, oh my God. Like, you can see them going back through all the things that they did to make sure they didn't screw anything up, or like, you know, they were being respectable and all that shit. It was really great.
Oh, that's great. And no, man, I'm sad I missed out.
What a humbling experience, too, to like be the bartender, and then at the end of the night, someone come up and go, yeah, you're literally serving famous people. Like, these guys just played a show at the Civic Center. They look them up on YouTube, 2.6 million subscribers or something like that. Like,
hopefully they got 2 new fans last night.
Hopefully they did. Yeah, absolutely. But it was overall an absolutely unforgettable, amazing experience. Some of the greatest guys I've ever met, like, as far as being in the presence of people who have clout and things like that. One of the best experierientes ever, man. It was absolutely phenomenal.
The reason I wanted to take time at the beginning of this episode to have Matt share that story is, number one, just the appreciation we have for you guys that follow us, for sure. Like, running into you guys is amazing.
Being called out, like walking through a crowd and literally people are like, hey Matt, and I'm like,
who? Huh?
Me?
Like, huh?
What? Crazy. It's absolutely
dude, it's
unbelievable.
wild.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, when I was at SEMA, I ran into one guy that followed me on TikTok.
In Vegas, bro.
Yeah, in Vegas.
That's a big deal.
But he followed me on TikTok, which makes sense. It's a big car convention. Like, I do car stuff on my TikTok. He's like, hey, bro, I haven't seen you post in a while. I was like, yeah, me neither.
I can't.
I've been trying.
TikTok doesn't like me to put alternators on there or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck it is.
So I mean, that was cool. But, like, number one, we appreciate you guys a bunch. Our channel would not be where it's at if it weren't for you guys. And, like, Adam Rupp would have never reached out to us if our channel hadn't grown.
If it weren't for you guys, He came across it in his recommendeds just on a whim.
Yeah.
And happened to be an episode where we talked about not being able to go to the show. And he was like,
no, they're gone.
Well, I can give you guys tickets if you can make it there. And I was just like, I'm there, buddy.
But number two, just to show, like, there's a lot of people who get famous and they just become assholes.
They forget their fans, man. Yeah, big time.
Like, I mean, number one, Vanilla Ice. I've heard he's an asshole.
Really?
Person. Yes.
Lead singer for the Ataris. Asshole. That's why he's been
Metallica. Assholes.
Yeah.
like,
that's why
I
they've
hate
been
to say it. Breaking Benjamin.
Oh,
Assholes.
really?
Yes.
Fair enough. Lead singer of Unwritten Law. Asshole.
Yeah.
Great band. That guy's a dick.
So, I mean, I say that because these guys are truly just, they love what they do, number one. And number two, they have a genuine care, concern, and love for their fans.
He literally, we were asking him questions in the bar, and he stopped us and was like, we keep talking about, like, all my, because we were talking about how he does beatboxing and things where, just anything we could fucking come up with.
Yeah.
And he kept trying to, like, stop. He was like, we keep talking about me, man. Like, what about you guys? He asked about the bands I was in and shit. Like, genuinely interested in what we had to say. It wasn't like this, I'm going to come in, give these guys my shtick, and then we're going to go. You know, like, I'll sign a thing for him. I didn't even ask for an autograph. I gave Adam Rupp and Adam Chance medium-sized 307 Reacts t-shirts that night.
Hell
you bet your fucking ass I did. Ask me how many shirts I got rid of that night.
2.
You bet your ass. And I was like, neither of you guys wear mediums, right? And they were both like, no. And even Adam Chance was like, take this shit back. And I was like, no, if you know somebody, he was joking, obviously, but I was like, if you know somebody, a relative, cousin, anything,
whatever,
just give it to somebody. I don't care.
Yeah,
honestly, you can take it out of here and throw it away. I don't care, dude. Just take it.
I need to give you
if you
something.
look at, I posted a photo. I think I posted it on my Instagram. But if you look at that photo, you can actually see the shirts hanging off of their shoulders.
That's what was okay.
That's where
I was wondering. I was like, they got a scarf.
Yeah, 307 React shirts, bro.
So anyway, they're a super cool group of guys.
Beautiful.
If this is your first time reacting to Home Free with us,
welcome.
welcome.
Sorry for the long intro, but a lot has happened. So
it has been a wild ride around here.
If you want shorter intros, we have a playlist for Home Free. Go back and watch some of those videos, and they start faster than this one. So
this is for the home fries, the hog fries, all those guys, the Pentaholics,
the voice players,
the Jelly Rollers, the Creek Squad, the Goon Squad, the Savages. I forgot all about the Savages.
The Savages,
bro.
man. We got a Savages coming up. It's in edits. So
it's in edits.
And actually, I think it's posting tomorrow or something.
Well,
tomorrow today.
By the time this comes out, it's back there.
It doesn't matter, you guys.
Anyway, let's get it. Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms. It's time. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Let me just say really quick, I did see this one live as well. They did sing this one live, and I have footage of it, I'm pretty sure. So, and yeah, it sounds exactly like this when they sing it live. Oh, dude, it's beautiful. They did this really nice.
I hope the audio came through good in the GoPro.
I think I've watched a couple of them. I think it did okay. And I've gotten means if we need to boost things and do it, we can do things. But yeah, it's chilling for sure.
These chords are.
Let's go.
Mist-covered mountains.
What? These what, Tim? Let's go back, hit it again.
Goodness, that is a level of clarity that is unsurpassed. Listen to you can hear his vocal cords vibrating in his throat, man. Like
God,
wow.
These mist-covered mountains are a home now for me. But my home is the lowlands, and always will be. Someday you'll return to your valleys and your farms, and you'll no longer burn to be brothers in arms. Fields of
yeah, give him a chance.
Sorry, before I get holy shit.
Okay, I did see this live. There's something to be said about the difference in clarity when it comes to recording versus performing. Obviously, this is much clearer because everyone is separate in their recordings and things like that.
Yeah. Now, we're gonna say it again, and for those of you who are new to the channel, you're going to crucify us, but if you go back and watch old ones, you'll understand what we're talking about. Production. Not enhancements, not
we're not talking movie production, okay? We are talking audio production.
Now, hold on, cuz people are going to assume
no.
auto-tune, like all this other bullshit. That's not what we're talking about.
Here's the secret. Good producers rarely add anything.
Yeah.
Good producers take things away. To make things come through.
Yeah.
So typically when we're talking about production, specifically audio, we're talking about that side of it.
Yeah, we're talking about where they take the you see the little sound waves or whatever. They take and zoom like all the way in on that bitch.
Find minute frequencies.
And then they'll find like where you take a small breath or space between words. Cut them out.
Yep.
And it makes it just clear,
and
crystal.
I can only imagine. I did talk
which you don't get that live, but
I did talk to Adam Rupp, and he told me that they all do their own vocal arrangements at their house, and they kind of do a remote recording. So they have a system set up with their producer who lives in Minnesota or whatever,
wherever.
Where Adam Chance, for example, was one that Adam told me. He lives in L.A.
Yeah.
So their producer over in Minnesota can remote into Adam's house, his computer basically where he's got the thing set up, and their producer can control the recording program in the computer. So basically,
by
they
like team share or whatever.
Yeah. So basically, they can still session and have all the same communications and everything, and be thousands of miles apart. It's revolutionary, and it all happens over. You can transfer sound over Ethernet, Cat5 people. It's a real thing. It's crazy. I don't get it, but it happens.
Wow. So I want to talk lyrics so far. So from what I gather, okay, Brothers in Arms is typically a like soldiers,
military
right?
kind of thing,
military thing. So you're looking at the flags and kind of what I would assume are graveyard or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. Yeah.
But he says my home is now these misty mountains. However, I am now in the lowlands because you can't bury a body in a rocky mountain. You have to put it in a soft ground. Put it 6 feet under.
You can dig the soil. Yeah, you can't dig into rock.
So he's kind of telling the story of the soldier who's already died. He's like, this is not my home, but just know that, like, even though we were brothers in arms, I'm now at rest. Like, I don't have to fight the battles anymore. I don't have to do any of those things.
Found my solace, basically. Yeah.
Like, I am now at peace. That's where I'm at.
I like
that. I want to back this up 10, and then
on the recording thing. What I was getting at there was there's something to be said about the clarity of what they're using, the microphones, the preamps, the compressors, whatever they might be using.
Yeah,
it helps to just enhance those little thingies. Yeah. And there's no photoshopping going on in any of this. That's when we talk about production, I think that's what a lot of people get in their mind is the Photoshop, cut, edit, paste, auto-tune, throw it up, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
No, that's cheating.
That's for major record labels.
Yeah, that's for the mainstream guys. I consider a lot of that shit cheating. That's not, that's, you pull it up, you hit a preset and it sounds like the radio shit and you go, all right, good. It's not original, it sucks, it's flat, but you can pump shit out real quick.
Yeah.
Great, good for you. It all sounds like shit. These guys don't do that.
Yeah.
They take time doing their shit, and that's why it sounds so clear, and you can hear just the little nuances in there and like everything. That's why when Tim starts to sing, you're just like,
yeah.
Okay, because they have figured out the formula, man, to just grab you right away.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of that comes through audio. So let's go.
Brothers in arms. Through these fields of destruction.
Yeah, man.
Baptisms of fire. I've witnessed your suffering as the battles raged higher. And though they did hurt me so bad, in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms.
Wow. They built up during his vocal part as well. Like they did a good build up. And then they kind of like brought it back down toward brother. And then right as he stops, like, woo, wow, you guys.
So I'm about to comment on that.
Woo!
Okay,
That
you guys are gonna
beautiful.
hate us for the long intro. Pause. I don't care.
That's
Through this verse, he talks about being on the battlefield. Man, I was on the battlefield with you. Like there was a lot of things that hurt. Maybe he got hurt physically, or even just the emotions in battle that go on is just unreal.
Yeah.
He goes, but it hurt. But you never left my side. You never left me behind. You never. You know what? We were there. We were brothers in arms.
You didn't have an option.
Yeah, we fought side by side, and it was what it was. Now, when they build up in that other section, and this is one thing I used to do a lot, and it took me forever to write songs. And I was playing in a band. We had to produce music and stuff, and I really kind of hated that. But when it comes to writing music for me, I like to build the story or tell the message, and then I want the instruments to reflect that message.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
So in this next section, when they build up, you can see in your mind when he's going through the verse, the battle going on, and you can see the other soldiers fighting for their lives, caring for their, hey, you know, we got a guy over here dragging him off to the side so he doesn't get hurt anymore. Yeah. Now, when it gets to the end of his verse, they build into that in the instruments reflect the battle.
That's a good perspective. I like that.
Yeah.
It really helps you kind of put things in their place. But that
because the battle's loud, there's a lot going on. I mean, it's So I thought that was a nice touch.
That is nice. Are we back at all?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Just go ahead. Or maybe we're not, but that's okay.
It doesn't matter.
Ooh.
There's so many different worlds.
Ooh.
So many different suns.
I love that.
That's the Photoshop parts, guys. That is actual production. That's called reverb, and that's okay because it sounds great.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's some production on it. That's fine. That's okay. If it benefits the music, that's okay.
Yeah.
If it disguises the music and destroys it, that's cheating.
If it makes Lil Nas X sound like he can sing when he can't.
If it destroys
Not great.
that's cheating. You can't do that. But the way that reverb is catchy, dude. I like that a lot. Let's go.
Different worlds.
Spicy.
So many different suns.
Oh.
And we have just one world. But we live in different ones.
Wow.
Okay.
Now the sun's gone to hell.
What is happening? I actually have goosebumps, you guys. Like, my hair is
These
Woo!
transitions.
Okay.
These transitions between
Okay.
these verses are just 10 out of 5 backwards hats.
Wow.
Like, they're so good.
Can I point out something really quick? Another little
Yes.
trivia that I got when I got to meet up with these guys. Adam Rupp during the performance on the second actually had a section in the middle, and I think I got video of it. He did a beatboxing section in the middle. He did a drum solo thing.
Yeah,
Everyone else walked off stage. He had lights going, things like that. What he also did, he did a lot of loop back effects. So he started loops and things like that. What he also did during that was sang. He made chords with
that's
himself
sick.
and looped the chords over. And so we were talking to him about that at the bar. And he literally told us, so I'm going to do a little advert here. Go download the Sing Pro app because he told us that you download that thing on your phone and it's like developed by, prestigious vocal coaches and things like this. And he literally said, I downloaded this app and I learned how to sing in like a couple months.
Yeah.
And he's obviously not, an Overalls or he's not an Austin. Like he's not one of those guys yet. However, what I heard of him, I mean,
He can sing, huh?
dude. You can stack chords already. Like
Yeah.
you've only been singing for a few months and you know how to stack a vocal cord. Like that's pretty good.
I mean, he's around greatness all the time.
He's obviously got a little foot in the door already.
Yeah.
But the fact that he can come in having really no knowledge of how to do it, and a few months into it, be like, I can make these own. I can start adding my own vocals to my loops now, and it sounds really good.
That's sick.
So go do that. But just so anyone, for any like trivia there, Adam Rupp is not a dominant singer. He's really not, and he has learned that through the help of just practicing every day. That's really what it comes down to.
I'm gonna have to check that out because my voice is rusty as hell.
I told him
bro.
that night. I was like, okay, guess I'm downloading the Sing Pro app.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to absolutely. It's on the list for sure. So let's keep going.
And the moon's riding high. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the starlight. And every line in your palm.
Wow.
We're forced to make war on our brothers in arms.
said.
So that was kind of cool. Did you catch that?
He said we're forced to make war on our brothers in arms. So he's
so before it wasn't that way. It was us fighting a battle against military, whoever we're fighting that year.
Now he's playing the humanity card, right? And basically saying,
so this is going back to what was that? What was that one Lola sent us? It should be
Insidious?
out by now.
Insidious.
Not Insidious.
Yeah.
Is it Insidious?
It's guaranteed Insidious, yeah.
Oh,
That's the one she's been raving about.
Anyway, Lola, I know you might be watching.
If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Insidious. Yeah.
But anyway, it basically, that whole video, if you guys haven't seen that, go watch that reaction. But like, he now comes back to the part, he's like, at the end of the day, everybody dies. Nobody makes it off this planet alive.
Yep.
Okay? In the words of Thunder Ranch, Mr. Take a shotgun at the right load at the right range. Yeah. Nobody makes this off this planet alive, okay? So he's pointing out that fact. He's also saying, like, unfortunately there are soldiers who are forced to do things that they don't necessarily agree with, but it becomes a life or death, so they have to do what they have to do. However, wouldn't it be nice if just, like, we all lived on a planet where, like, you mind your business, I got what I got going on over here.
Where you weren't forced by your government to go shoot at somebody else.
I mean,
I know it's political. We're not going there. I'm sorry.
Double-edged sword, though.
I know.
Because people who sign up for it, for instance, there was a lot of guys who signed up for it under the Trump administration, right? Because they agreed with the president, whatever. And Trump was slowly working his way towards pulling out of Afghanistan, right? And so they were like, yeah, I'll go serve my time, whatever. Like, they ended up getting raises and, like, they were actually being treated somewhat fairly for once. Because being a soldier is not easy, and quite honestly, I don't understand why NFL players get paid more than a soldier does.
Oh,
like,
because they're backed by Pepsi and Budweiser. Duh. Question answered.
They're backed by the federal government.
You don't see Apaches flying overhead with a Bud Light tail, like a Bud Light chopper.
Actually, you might.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know. I haven't seen any around here, but
anyway, the point I'm getting at is when you sign your contract, depending on when you sign your contract. Some of them, and if I remember correctly, I believe they're 5 years. So you may end up serving under a president or whatever that you don't agree with.
Okay.
But you still have to show up every day and do your job.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like what you signed up for isn't always what you get, but like, you got to do what you got to do. So
blue collar, baby. What's up?
Blue collar shit, dude.
What's up, dude?
Military is the most badass blue collar boys out there for sure.
It's blue collar with guns, dude. I mean, and Apaches and tanks.
It does kind of sound like a fun job, but fuck, dude, I'd die in 4
Oh,
seconds.
no way. No fucking way.
And it's not because I'd get shot. I'd die heat stroke
No,
or
that's
whatever
where I'm
fuck.
at. I can't pack on 115 pounds worth of gear and go trudging through Atacama, dude.
Yeah.
Can't do that. I'm sorry. But I'm glad you guys are doing it. Go do it.
Anyway,
defend our country or whatever.
But I just love how he's like, at the end of the day, everybody dies. Why can't we just fucking figure this shit out? If you want to do whatever you want to do in your country, you do that.
That's where they get you, man. That humanity card. It's like, at the end of the day, those are people too, and they're in the same situation you are. Like, they don't necessarily want to shoot at you, but we've been forced into a situation where that's got to happen. And the end of the day, it's still humans shooting at humans, which is not good for anybody. So,
I mean, the unfortunate truth is that there always has been war and there always will be.
You can't war never changes. That's for my Fallout fans out there. What's up, guys? Shout out. Do you know that? Do you know the intro? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. We're almost done with this one.
God, dude, these chords though.
Okay, I want to go back really quick. We can watch this whole section play out right here. But watch as the camera pans out from this shot. It almost looks like, and I know these guys
by the way, I'm sorry it looked like I was taking a nap. There was so much happening that I had to close my eyes and just listen,
experience it. Yeah,
oh,
I should have worn my
God.
other. I didn't know we were doing that. I should have worn my other headphones. But watch as it pans back. I know these guys use in-ear monitors, but they're obviously probably not doing that for this. They just have a PA playing the track back to them while they sing it to it. But it almost looks like they're all kind of swaying in motion with each other. And maybe it's the way the camera came back. It just kind of made it look that way. But that's what it looked like to me. See, it almost looks like they're
I think they are.
just kind of like real subtly moving back and forth with each other.
That's cool.
Beautiful. That last, what is that note?
Right. Good old Foghorn Tim, dude.
Man. And you guys are totally right, by the way. That thing live, the Foghorn thing live,
Unreal.
dude, okay, another thing. You guys are just going to get Adam Rupp trivia for the rest of the episode because he kind of gave us a lot of insight into how things work. So they have on their stage, basically he told us, we have the best subs in the business. They have to.
Yeah.
They have, two 15-inch subwoofers in one case, basically, right?
So 2x15.
The 2x15. So they have 4 of those on either side of the stage.
Okay.
One of them is turned in facing the group.
Okay.
The other 3
Yeah.
are turned out facing
So
the crowd.
monitors and then house.
Right.
Yeah.
So, spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to know how they do this live, stop the video now, like, comment,
Skip,
subscribe, hit the bell, do all that
yeah.
shit, whatever you need to do now, and you guys can get out of this. If you don't want to learn the secrets of how they do their live show, stop now or skip ahead like 20 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
Their sound guy has a sub fader. So when Tim goes to do extra lows, he can do them.
Yeah.
But to get it out to the crowd so
Yeah.
it doesn't die, their sound guy, because he knows when the lows are coming,
Yeah.
whips a fader up. And
okay, I
and then
gotcha.
all those subs activate. And
Okay.
so that's when you hear you get that 808,
Yeah.
the super under your ass 808.
So that does answer the question that we have asked before, right? Because there's certain low notes that you have to. So here's the way vocal cords work: the faster that they move, the higher the note. The slower that they move, the lower the note.
And it works
in
all across
order-
music. Big instruments have
Yes.
low sound. Small instruments have really high sound.
Yeah, because the wind moves faster through
Or
them.
the snare head is smaller, so
Yeah.
the sound waves vibrate faster.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So when you're singing a super low note, you're still pushing a ton of air from your diaphragm, but you're only letting a small amount through, which begs the question, how's the volume on that low note?
And that's why, yep.
And a lot of you guys say, "Oh no,
he does it. He does it.
He can do it just as loud as, and it's like, okay, dude, there's
I'm here to
no
tell you.
scientific way, and that's fine.
I've been to one home free show, and I know how they do it.
Now, provided,
I'm just sorry. I'm flexing. I'm sorry. Okay, that was, but that is how they do it. They have
Yeah.
their sound guy knows all their hits, obviously. So anytime it's like having a light guy.
Yeah.
Light guy knows all the hits.
Yeah.
They also told us they do their entire set to a click track, so it's
Yeah.
all set to a light show.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
even like their
which that's
little-
very common.
very
Like,
very common.
yeah.
But for them to be able to add banter and things like that into it, I mean, there would be parts where Tim would walk up to the front of the stage, say a few lines, at something something something, and then all of a sudden he'd look back at the guys and it was like, and they just started into the
Yeah.
next song. Like, damn. So that
Yeah.
means that through that banter, their sound guy hit the track 1 2 3 4 1 2, and in that time, Tim's like
Yeah.
finishing his sentence and keeping track of the clicks, and knows that on 8 he's got to come in, or 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he looks back, and they're all looking at him, and boom, there's the down note, and then
Yeah.
the lights start going off, and it's a beautiful thing. Like for anybody that's seen the shows,
Like and
I'm right
that's
there with you.
That's an art within itself.
oh yeah,
Number one, like
the
yeah.
talent to be able to handle that capacity. I have to
Like I Prevail and what's another big band? Shinedown. Shinedown has a fantastic stage show.
Oh yeah.
And like there's a lot of, when he goes to sing like a note or the guitar comes in hard, he'll stomp his foot, and the moment he stomps his foot, fire
Shit lights
shoots
up.
up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
the
whatever.
arena lights up,
And so
yeah.
a lot of people are like, "Oh, we stepped on a button." No. Dude,
No, that's all
it's
programmed.
all timed. Like
To a click track.
just a
Yeah. That controls,
That's all they hear.
That controls the entire show, and that
Yeah.
controls almost every aspect of music that you've ever heard in
Yep.
your life. Essentially, like there's a reason the conductor's at the front of the orchestra
That's-
doing his thing.
that's
That's
the
exactly
click
he's
track.
going 1
Yeah.
2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I did conducting classes and all that shit, so he is being the click. Like
Yeah.
music. composition is all based around timing.
And it's not even just the music. It's
Production.
the stage, like any of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Recording is absolutely movies.
Like-
Movies are set to a fucking tempo. Like,
Yeah.
What? It's
We're out here just blowing minds,
It's
bro.
bananas, you guys. It's bananas. This has been a long episode.
Yeah.
Understandably so. Things have happened, okay? So thank you guys for sticking with
Yeah.
us through this one. Obviously.
If you guys are still here, please donate to Ronnie down below.
yes,
he
'cause
does a kick-ass job.
especially on these longer episodes.
Remember that when you donate, put in the notes, #thanks Ronnie, and, we'll make sure that gets to him and, really treat him right.
Yeah, he deserves it for sure. I personally know exactly what he's going through because I did it for our first over 100 episodes by myself.
Yeah.
So
and you kept it real simple.
I didn't do any edits at all. Every once in a while I'd throw in a little clip of something, but that was I kept the video on the screen. Ronnie will take that shit away and bring it back. Like he has to watch the whole video, you guys.
Yeah.
So kudos to the dude.
Yeah.
5 out of 5 backwards hats.
Oh,
Obviously,
all
I don't even
day.
think we had to say that, but I have to for the channel thing.
And by the way, shouts out to our military personnel. I mean, police, fire, first responders, any of those guys.
Yep.
You guys are doing a kick-ass job. I understand that some people, like I said before, get into the military and end up serving under somebody that they don't appreciate. Whether that's Trump or Biden, it doesn't matter. I do want to thank you for doing a job and doing a hard job because not everybody is built and made to do that job.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
we appreciate you guys for sure.
Yep.
So
that's
with that, be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, by the way, add a comment, okay? We were talking about in a previous video, what do we call our following, right? Because Savannah Dexter's got the Savages.
Right,
Ryan
yeah.
Upchurch's got the Creek
I saw a
Squad.
couple comments on that.
I saw a couple. Most of them trash.
Yeah,
okay?
did you like one?
There was one it's so close. It's not quite there.
Okay, because I saw a lot that I was like,
The 307
never.
snaps. Because we always do the snap. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's close. But
it's in
let
the ballpark.
us know.
Yeah.
If you guys made it this far, we value your opinion.
We're looking
Go
for
to our Instagram, leave it down in the comments.
We're looking for a gang name, you know?
What are we looking for?
Yeah,
okay,
so-
because we were gonna do what was it? 307 Mafia, but it turns out those are a bunch of guys
Rice
with
grinders.
in town.
Rice
So,
grinders. We don't want to be a part of that, no.
yeah. So anyway, let us know, and maybe there'll be some new merch being produced with that type of shit. So
spoilers.
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Bow.
That is, I could absolutely see that in the background of some emotional part, like dramatic part of some movie, right?
Yeah.
Are we doing Sarah Ross? Is that what's going on?
No.
Okay.
That's suggested.
This is suggested stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I was like, wait a second. I don't know what the hell Sarah Ross is.
Sarah Ross. We've seen her once.
Have we? Okay.
Yep.
I thought the name sounded familiar, but
Well, here it is.
Oh, is it time?
It's time.
All right. I was wondering if this one was going to make the list.
Sure is.
Okay.
I got at least 3 messages today.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
We had at least 3 comments today also that were like,
yeah,
brothers in
more
arms,
than that.
brothers in arms, brothers in arms.